One of these songs nearly got his creator fired. Another changed the way soul music was recorded forever. And the record at #1 was considered so controversial that even its own label didn't want to release it. But all 15 did something far more important. They changed music history. This is the story of the R&B and soul songs that transformed 1971 and still shape the music we hear today.
I can't stand the rain against my window.
Number 15.
Gonna get my love now because you wear.
Fifth, let's start with confidence. Not the fake kind, the real kind. The kind that walks into a room and doesn't need anyone's approval. That's exactly what Jean Knight brought to Mr. Big Stuff. At first listen, the song sounds playful, a catchy groove, sharp horns, a rhythm built for dancing. But underneath the fun is something far more significant. Knight wasn't pleading for affection. She wasn't chasing validation. She was rejecting arrogance. In an era when many female performers were still expected to play supportive roles in love songs, Jean Knight flipped the script. The message was simple. You may think you're important, but I'm not impressed. That attitude resonated everywhere. The song became a massive hit and established a blueprint that future artists from Chaka Khan to Mary J. Blige and Beyoncé would continue building upon. Because confidence never goes out of style, and neither does knowing your value. Number 14, Sly The Family Stone, Family Affair.
Another child grows up the baby.
Now watch what happens. As we move higher on the list, the mood begins to change. The colorful optimism that defined much of the late 1960s starts giving way to something darker. More complicated, more honest. Nobody captured that shit better than Sly Stone. By 1971, the carefree spirit of everyday people had largely disappeared. What replaced it was Family Affair, a song that felt tired, not musically, emotionally, and that was intentional. The track's cold mechanical rhythm became one of the earliest major uses of a drum machine in soul music. Today, drum programming is everywhere. Back then, it sounded almost unsettling. Combined with lyrics about family struggles and emotional distance, the record felt unlike anything on the radio.
Thank you.
It was soul music confronting reality, and reality isn't always comfortable. Future generations of artists would embrace that honesty. But in 1971, Sly Stone was helping write the rulebook. Number 13.
Against my window.
Some singers command attention, and Peebles didn't need to. She could whisper and still own the room. I Can't Stand the Rain is one of those rare records that proves power and volume are not the same thing. Listen closely. There's space everywhere. Space in the arrangement, space in the vocals, space between the instruments. Every sound feels deliberate. Every note feels necessary. The rain in the song isn't just weather. It's memory, regret, the inability to escape the past. And that emotional subtlety became hugely influential. Decades later, producers would sample the song repeatedly because its atmosphere remained unmatched. From hip-hop to neo-soul, its DNA spread across generations. Not bad for a song that never needed to raise its voice. Number 12, the main ingredient, spinning around I Must Be Falling in Love. Every revolution needs balance. For every song confronting pain, there needs to be another celebrating possibility. That's where the main ingredient enters the story. Spinning around feels effortless. The melodies float, the harmonies glide. The groove seems to drift rather than push.
I'm spinning around in a world.
Yet that's precisely what makes it special. This wasn't love presented as obsession. It was love presented as joy, comfort, ease. The record helped define a smoother direction for soul music, one that would later influence Quiet Storm Radio and countless romantic R&B records. Sometimes innovation doesn't come from being louder. Sometimes it comes from making complexity feel simple. Number 11, the Stylistics. If soul music had luxury packaging, it might sound like the Stylistics. By the early 70s, Philadelphia soul was becoming a force. Sophisticated arrangements, elegant strings, impeccable vocals, and You Are Everything may be one of its finest examples. Russell Tompkins Jr.'s falsetto sounds almost fragile, like it might break at any moment. That's exactly why it works. Because beneath the beauty lies heartbreak, not explosive heartbreak. Quiet heartbreak. The kind that follows you home after everyone else has gone to sleep. The song helped establish the lush orchestral style that would dominate much of the decade. And decades later, artists are still borrowing from that blueprint. Number 10, now we arrive at one of soul music's greatest storytelling achievements. Before podcasts, before audiobooks, before social media confessionals, there was Have You Seen Her? The spoken introduction immediately pulls listeners into a personal world.
But now, I go for walks to the moon.
A lonely man wandering through memories, searching for answers, searching for closure, so searching for someone he can't forget.
All gather around me, yeah. Well, they seem to know my name.
The brilliance of the song lies in its realism. Nobody sounds heroic. Nobody sounds perfect. Just human.
No, I can't hide from a memory. No day after day.
And that's exactly why audiences connected with it. The Chi Lights turned vulnerability into art and helped prove that storytelling could be every bit as powerful as melody. Number 9, Isaac Hayes' theme from Shaft, Then Everything Changes Again. Because suddenly soul music isn't just telling stories, it's creating entire worlds. The opening guitar theme from Shaft is one of the most recognizable sounds in music history. The wah-wah effect. The cinematic strings. The swagger, the confidence. Isaac Hayes wasn't merely scoring a film. He was helping redefine cool. The song shattered expectations for what black film music could be. It won an Academy Award. It elevated the role of soundtrack music, and it helped create a new cultural image that influenced generations. Without Shaft, modern soundtrack culture looks very different. And that's not an exaggeration. Number 8, A.L. Green, Tired of Being Alone. Every great genre eventually discovers intimacy. I'm so tired of... For soul music, Al Green became one of its greatest architects. Tired of Being Alone sounds deceptively simple, but simplicity can be incredibly difficult. I'm so tired of Green sings as if he's sitting beside you rather than performing for an audience. His delivery feels conversational, personal, almost vulnerable enough to be uncomfortable. And that's exactly what made it revolutionary. Before Al Green, many male vocalists projected strength. Green showed listeners that honesty could be just as powerful. The impact was enormous. From Luther Vandross to Maxwell to Usher, countless artists would follow the path he helped create. Number 7, Bill Withers wasn't supposed to become a superstar. At least not according to conventional music industry wisdom. He wasn't a teenage sensation. He wasn't a flashy performer. For a time, he was still working in an aircraft factory while building his music career.
And I know it's gonna be.
Then he recorded Ain't No Sunshine, and everything changed.
Just one look at.
The song's genius comes from restraint.
And the world's alright with me.
No unnecessary production. No dramatic theatrics. Just truth. Then comes the moment everyone remembers. 26 repetitions of the words I know. Most producers would have removed them. Withers left them in, and music became better because of it.
Get you. And the world's all.
What sounds like a flaw became one of the song's defining strengths. A reminder that perfection isn't always what moves people. Authenticity is.
Instead of me. Always.
Number 6, The Spinners. Sometimes future greatness leaves clues. And one clue arrived when a young Stevie Wonder helped write and produce It's a Shame.
The way you mess around with your man, I'm standing on
The Spinners already possessed incredible talent.
your call. You won't call it all. It's a shame.
But this record elevated everything. The groove was infectious. The hook unforgettable.
With my emotion, it's a shame.
The heartbreak undeniable. Listeners could dance while absorbing emotional devastation. That combination became one of soul music's secret weapons.
All along, the tale of home, waiting for you.
Joy and pain occupying the same space. And few groups ever balanced those emotions better than the Spinners.
Why do you when you come when you how can you stay?
Number 5, Roberta Flack. By now, a pattern is emerging. Many of the greatest songs of 1971 were in trying to impress people. They were trying to connect with them. Roberta Flack understood that better than almost anyone. Her version of You've Got a Friend feels less like a performance and more like a conversation. There's no rush, no showmanship, no unnecessary drama, just warmth. In a year filled with uncertainty, that warmth mattered. Listeners weren't simply hearing a song. They were hearing reassurance. And sometimes that's exactly what great music provides. Not answers. Comfort. Number 4. Heartbreak rarely arrives all at once. Usually it arrives slowly. Quietly, that's the emotional territory occupied by the Delfonics. Did Not feels almost dreamlike. The strings shimmer. The harmonies float. The pain lingers beneath every note. Its influence stretched far beyond soul music. Future R&B ballads borrowed from it. Hip-hop producers sampled it. Entire generations studied its emotional precision because the song never begs for sympathy. It simply tells the truth. And that's often more powerful. Number 3, there are singers. There are legends. And then there's Aretha Franklin. When she approached Bridge Over Troubled Water, she wasn't interested in imitation. She was interested in transformation. The original was beautiful. Aretha's version became transcendent. Gospel energy surged through every note. The performance felt spiritual, almost church-like, and audiences responded immediately.
If you look up, see yourself.
This wasn't merely a cover. It was a masterclass in interpretation. A reminder that great artists don't just sing songs, they reveal new possibilities inside them. Number 2, as incredible as the songs we've heard have been, none captures optimism captures optimism quite like this one. It's Swan, like this one, like this one. No, they couldn't lyrics best. I'll salute Weaver. Move On Up doesn't ask listeners to sit still. It pushes them forward.
And don't you cry,
The horns sound triumphant. The percussion never quits.
but you can pass the test. Just move on.
The rhythm feels like momentum itself. But what makes the song legendary is its message.
People, well, there's only one kind.
Mayfield wasn't ignoring hardship. He understood it. He simply refused to let hardship have the final word.
Just move on up.
That combination of realism and hope transformed the record into an anthem. And more than 50 years later, it still sounds like
Can
possibility.
surely do it. So hush not, child.
Number 1, Marvin Gaye. And now we arrive at the song that changed everything. But here's the remarkable part. There was a time when this record almost never happened. Motown founder Berry Gordy reportedly believed the song was too political, too risky, too different. The label hesitated. Marvin Gaye refused to back down, and music history was rewritten. What's going on? Didn't sound like anything Motown had released before. The vocals overlapped. The arrangements felt cinematic. Jazz, soul, gospel, and social commentary merged into something entirely new. And then there were the questions. Questions about war. Questions about poverty. Questions about humanity. Marvin wasn't preaching. He wasn't attacking. He was asking listeners to look around and pay attention. That approach changed everything. The song proved that commercially successful music could also be thoughtful, complex, socially aware. It opened doors for generations of artists who wanted to say something meaningful. Stevie Wonder, Curtis Mayfield, Prince, Public Enemy, D'Angelo, Kendrick Lamar. The ripple effects continue today, more than half a century later. What's going on remains painfully relevant. And perhaps that's why it still feels so powerful, because Marvin wasn't simply describing his era. He was describing ours. Looking back, these songs reveal something extraordinary. They weren't created to become museum pieces. They weren't written for history books. They were written for people living through uncertain times. Yet somehow, they outlived the moment that produced them. And that's the true test of greatness. The ability to speak to generations you've never met. So now it's your turn. Which song on this list means the most to you? Did Marvin deserve the top spot? Or would you have crowned a different classic #1? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love deep dives into the records, artists, and moments that shape music history, subscribe to The Groove Files. Because this story doesn't end in 1971. In many ways, it's just beginning.